know that sign painting is no great revolution, but I've always aspired and looked up to those who made great positive change in the world. I wanted to work within the resources I had to make the world a little better and a little bit more interesting. I grew up as a builder. In high school, I worked in warehouses and entry-level jobs like that, working for mason companies to handymen, roofing, chimney tuck pointing. Everything I've ever known how to do to make a living has always had a physical component. My name is Forrest Wozniak. I am an analog creature living in a digital world. I was just like, as a young person, just going with the flow of life so much. So it was like, I really wasn't deliberate in my actions at all. I was just, riding freight trains, hitchhiking, playing drums in a punk band, not thinking I'm going to be a sign painter when I grow up. I liked to make a living and I needed to make a living, and I always felt like I should be a viable service. We would literally ride freight trains with small little sign painting kits and paint signs for the price of a hotel room and a couple beers. And when our prices increased, it would be for several beers. Fortunately, having a large network by growing up in South Minneapolis, there's starting to be a platform to paint signs. I went to the Mayday Cafe, and that was probably like my first independent sign. We are coming on a comfortable 20 years of being a professional sign painter. I've been fortunate to paint hundreds of signs, particularly in the Twin Cities. A few that I'm most proud of are the F. Scott Fitzgerald painting on Wabasha with Phil Vandervaart, the Central Byproduct sign in Iowa, Mayday Cafe, Dusty's Bar in Northeast, the King Coyle Building. Beauty is tempered by function. You can only be as pretty as it can read, something no other art has an obligation to comply with. Art is really just a matter of opinion. Sign painting, these people really need you, and I really like that part. I really hang on to the part that it's always just someone's like hard-earned money who really needs something. But when I design something for someone, my goal is to do what they would do if they could do what I do. Sign painting is incredibly rewarding because you get an artistic high from having purpose. Nothing feels better than hanging on the side of the building because someone with a need has asked you to be there. It's so hard to explain, but it's within your power to make the world what you want it to be. And you can work with your immediate resources, your neighbor, your family, your loved ones. You have that opportunity. And when you're way up that high and you're looking over the cornfields of Iowa, and whether you like it, approve it or not, you're doing something that is needed by a massive industry, and you look over this landscape and you do feel like you have real purpose in this world.